If you're a woman or a girl who feels very lonely right now, this video is for you. My name is Steffi, and believe me, I've been there for years. And I'm not a therapist, neither a psychologist, but I can understand how lonely it can feel that you have to reach and figure out how the fuck you get to not feel like that, because it's not gonna bring you happiness, and sometimes it get over 1 month, 2 months, and otherwise, you think it half fixed because you meet someone and then they leave, and then you're gonna face this face again, and then you're like, damn, I didn't think I fixed it. But basically, the answer that I can give you is because the answer doesn't come from the outside, it comes actually from here and from here. And basically, when you feel lonely, it's basically because you don't really like the relationship you have with yourself, or you haven't actually give it more time, or you start it and then you stop it and then you give priority to other things, projects, people, anything else than yourself. And it's very funny because I always thought that loneliness, if I met maybe a partner, I will feel less lonely. If I meet a better group of friendship, I'm gonna feel less lonely. Or I don't know, always looking from the outside, or maybe if I have a new project, I'm gonna feel less lonely. But it doesn't go like that. Basically, the first step is gonna go to fix your own relationship with yourself. And believe me, I'm still in this process because now I just moved to a new country. Also, when you have a workaholic boyfriend, believe me, loneliness is gonna hit so much more, especially when you don't have a group of friendships again to rely and talk about everything you're doing, and you're gonna face language barrier and so many things more. So yeah, loneliness is gonna be very hard, but it starts from you and doing actions to it. Once you actually take the time to just have a space, not to think about just about what other people is gonna think about you, or about this person and this relationship, or about this project, or about my family, or about anything else, or work, or anything that is just you. Maybe it's gonna sound very stupid, but what I'm doing right now and it's helping me is have this journal and the pencil, and I go to have a date with myself. I go to a coffee, I try a new cocktail, and I wrote on my diary what I want to achieve. Like, for example, what makes me feel good is when I look best, is when I have something exciting in my life, like something that I want to accomplish, how I can accomplish, and you just start thinking on yourself. And it's funny because a lot of content outside is very like maybe pushing the individualism focus of self-development, which I think with loneliness, if you just work only on yourself, you can feel also very isolated because you will just have time with yourself, and then you're gonna forget how to feel really like connection with someone else if you don't allow this space to actually care about the others. But that I think is like becoming a second phase. And I don't know if you know this quote of Alex Hormozy, but it says, for when you're in this second phase, you will not meet the love of your life if just by going to 6, 7, 10 dates. You will need to go through 100 dates to actually meet and understand which person you like on your life and you want to be partnered with. Same if you have to a job application. You will not just apply to 5, 6 jobs. You will need to apply to 100 applications to find actually the job, right? So I think it's a combination of both them too. And you know, when you take actions to actually build something, especially as a woman, we have this energy of creating and doing big things to that. Like now, in my case, a few months ago, because like I was changing from Belgium to Bulgaria, I started writing a blog. I really wanted to find like this community of women and maybe interested in ambition, but you know, I didn't have it very clear in that moment. I was just trying to do, but I started reading blogs until I actually found a girl in Substack, and I tried and I continued to have the initiative of without expecting anything back. I just say if it works, works. If it not, there's no problem. And actually, we become like until now friends. We met even for first time. It was so funny because to me it felt a little bit like if it was a Tinder date, but I didn't meet her on Tinder. I met her like in a blog. But you know, the fact when you're like, okay, we've been talking like for 5 months. Hi. But actually, we have an amazing connection, and she's an amazing, great girl. And then I say, you know, it's the tiny steps that you do to get you forward, because if you don't take actions, neither you're gonna have results. And then I say, okay, you know what? Why if I don't build my own community of girls who have this amazing mindset, and they want maybe when they have this time like to feeling like that and to feel better isolated, to use it to connect with other women, to build skills that I think is going to give you more leverage in what you want. In this case, what I'm doing is learning AI skills. I think it will give me a lot of leverage, and I want to learn how actually have income online because it gives you a lot of freedom. And actually it's working now with this girl and another girl, because also in that time just trying, I create my own event of girls learning AI. And I have girls coming who just was like learning about AI, creating their own Hermes agent or for database for fashion clothes, so they can after show it to businesses and they can know like what kind of stocks of clothes is better working. Or other girls who wants to learn about for their jobs with logistics and forecast. Or I don't know, there was so many subjects, and it was super interesting because then you have like something that you want to learn. And in this case now we're doing this, so maybe if you want, you can join us too if you have this very ambitious mindset and you want to use like this time to actually get skills with AI and have connection with other women. Because believe me, when you're a woman, having other women in your life, it's very important, because a man, it's very nice, but it will not understand your point perspective of life. So anyway, I think even if you're not ready, then take the time just for yourself to start first with a relationship with yourself, and after just to the second, that is actually make a time to go and build these social skills. Don't stay only on your room thinking about yourself and oh, you're on progress. Or otherwise, if you're like shy, try like to find communities, to go outside, to join events. Maybe a lot of times in my case, I met people very nice, but the connection was not there. But that doesn't mean I will stop trying, same as you shouldn't. And if you feel like it's not working there, then start something online, like I did. And now I think it's going way better. But you know, as a woman, we have a lot of emotions. So now, in my case, I'm really working on my emotional control, understand how emotion works, because that's another subject. But still, I hope that from the loneliness you can maybe understand that you're not in this forever. It can feel like very lonely if you don't even have a supportive family or a group of friends who understands you, or a partner who have actually a lot of time for be always there for you. Doesn't mean people is bad to you, doesn't mean you have the wrong people. It just mean that you have a lot of work to feel with yourself, a lot of your self-esteem, and also give time to just explore the world, because outside, believe me, there's very amazing people. Just go and find it. Don't just focus neither on the negative. And even if you have to cry, cry it. I cried a lot, and then I'm like, you know what, i'm a, I'm amazing, I'm gonna get this and it's gonna get better. And yeah, focus on that. I hope you the best of luck, and if you're maybe interested in joining us as a with those girls, I will love to. Mwah! Big kiss.